What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of SDR-TV. I'm your host, Jackson, from the front lines, for the front lines, and the next topic we're going to be speaking about is cadences and sequences. Let's go. Alright, so let's say I'm a cigar shop owner and I don't have any software to count my inventory. I'm doing it manual processing, doing it by hand, counting that shit in Excel, right? Excel. Come at me. Bam, bam. What up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of SDR-TV. And today we're going to talk about is cadences and sequences. So what is a cadence? What is a sequence? You're going to hear a lot of it, especially if you're new to the sales development world, right? You're an SDR, BDR, you just graduated college, picked up your first job. Congratulations, motherfucker. Welcome to sales development. Or you're a sales professional who's been in the game and you're making an industry jump, like how I did. I was in retail sales. I was very successful there. That face-to-face engagement, closing deals after deals, doing it the right way, getting countless referrals. But made the jump after I graduated, got into tech and SaaS, and I never looked back. And so will you. So cadences and sequences. Let me share my screen real quick here. Let's get this started. So, all right. So when it comes to cadence and sequences, right? So first things first. Last time we spoke, we had a person named Sally, right? HR coordinator, whatever. But now we're going to talk about persona of the cigar guy. Let's call him Bob. He owns a cigar shop. Bob's owns cigar shops. And so a cadence and a sequence is a series of attempts at various stages to try and reach your prospect. Okay? A cadence or a sequence is a series of attempts at specific levels to try and reach your prospect through different channels, whether it's phone call, email, voicemail, LinkedIn, Twitter, direct mail, whatever it is, trying to reach out to that specific person, all at different various stages, right? You can try a phone call one day, the next day you're going to try and shoot an email. The day after that, you might give it a break. The day after that, you bump your email. Maybe you send a video, and maybe you send a direct mail. Maybe try to reach out on Twitter, LinkedIn, various stages. And that's what you call omni-channel, okay? Multi-touch, multi-channel. That's the gig. Multi-touch, multi-channel. It has to be that approach, because unless you somehow hit them with a one-hit wonder, that sometimes happens too, but not all the time, unfortunately. So let's get down to it. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up the paint real quick. Go. All right, so here we got the paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw a picture real quick here. So let's pretend we got a cigar guy cartoon. Play with some snippets real quick. All right, so you guys gonna love this. So let's put this. All right, so let's say our prospect is Fat Tony. All right, we're reaching out to Fat Tony. So this is Fat Tony right here. SDR. So let's go here, SDR. So, and we're gonna find us. So sales development rep, right? So rep. So let's see here. Here we go. Just finding us real quick. Like a cartoon guy. Very cool. So this is us, SDR, doing a bunch of shit, right? Phone books, email, whatever. All right, get my lucky stencil here. So Fat Tony owns a cigar shop, right? He owns a cigar shop. So Fat Tony owns a cigar shop, and he has no way. So think of it like this. Let's say Fat Tony owns a big ass cigar shop, right? A fat ass cigar shop, bunch of cigars, transaction. He does over like millions of sales a year, right? But he has no way of tracking his inventory in terms of, Excel and shit like that. So the only way he's tracking his inventory is through Excel, manual processing, right? People buy it, they write down a receipt, and then they scratch it one by one. Let's just say the solution that we offering is an inventory, like something like procurement, but it's more of inventory control, right? So where it will streamline the process where if you ring something out, it will automatically deduct it from the inventory software through all integrated. So that's the game. Okay, we're trying to reach out to Fat Tony. All right, now I made this when I was at Breakthrough Systems for the love of sales development. I made out my own touch playbook. Okay, it's not the best, but I want to show you what that looks like. So I'm gonna pull up another paint real quick. Here we go. So I'm just gonna pull this flat one out. I just want you guys to understand the concept before we even start trying to reach out to them. So, all right. So here we go. So let's get this down. Cadence sequences, right? All right, boom. Okay, so this is what I made early in my early years for this love and sales development, right? So, okay, they say nowadays you should have at least 18 touches total or more because that's on average. That's how much you get for a response, right? But let's just play with this for now. So as you can see, we have here on the top right here. So we have is 11 touches total, right? 2 by 3 by 4 by 2. So the first one we got is voicemail, right? Voicemail. Hey, Fat Tony, this is Jackson with Cigar Touch here. Please be on the lookout for my email, whatever that is. Next we have is a ghost call. So a ghost call is when you call, but you don't leave a voicemail. Okay, it's like a ghost. Woo, scary. Okay, no fucking voicemail. Okay, sure. We have his email. Okay, and we also have his social, right? So we have LinkedIn, Twitter right here, and sometimes Facebook and Instagram if they're open to it, but you don't want to really do that. This is like WhatsApp and Snapchat. Let's leave that out. So a cadence and sequence, you're gonna go, okay, hey, welcome aboard, welcome to the sales development world, motherfucker. We're gonna teach you what a cadence sequence is. It's a series of attempts to try and reach out to them. So here's a template layout, right? Day one. So day one, we're gonna go ahead and try and use a voicemail. Day two, it's gonna be an email, right? Personalization. Day 4, it's going to be a ghost call. Day 5, social touch. Day 6, we're not going to do anything. Day 7 is going to be an email bump. So we're going to bump that email on top right here. Day 8 is going to go ahead and be a voicemail, another social touch, ghost call, skip, email, ghost call, and then the breakup email. I don't believe in breakup emails, but that's for another session. But so just give me that series, right? So this is just a guide, and you want to go ahead and follow it as much as possible. And this is where sales engagement tools are like table stakes nowadays. You gotta have a sales engagement tool, man, because it's gonna help you streamline this, right? For instance, you would load up all the prospect that you got them. Day 1 should be like voicemail, and then day 2 you shoot the email, which is personalization. You gotta personalize, right? And that's for another session too. I'll show you how to personalize, but that's basically what a cadence is, what a sequence is. Okay, so let's look at that again. Cadence and sequence, all right? It is a series of attempts in various stages to try and reach your prospect. In this case, we're trying to reach out to Fat Tony. Wherever we are at in the stage, whether it's here, so whether it's here, or here, or wherever, the purpose of the cadence or the sequence is to get the prospect on the phone or through email, is to get them to respond, right? Is to get them to respond. Once they respond, the cadence stops. This is where you dive in and, hey, thanks for taking my call, and you want to qualify them and shit like that and make sure, are they even worth the fit? And here's the thing, this is just half the battle. Because even if you reach them on the phone, doesn't matter how good your solution is, doesn't matter how big the pain is. If it's not the right time, it's not the right time. They can have a shitty day. They might already be in a buying process, or they don't have any budget. But it's your job to find out. And the real true SDRs, are always probing. It's a two-way conversation. Hey, Fat Tony, perhaps maybe you can help. What is it? Well, where are you in the process? Are you guys just don't have budget for this? Is this not a priority? Do you guys already have something in place? Perhaps maybe you can just help me out. And asking for help is where it's at. Even if you got the wrong person on the phone, you got to be able to pivot and just fucking ask for help, man. That's where a lot of SDR and BDR tends to fail. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to ask for help, and they just simply go, all right, thanks for your time. Okay. So we're reaching out to Fat Tony, right? And whenever you do a voicemail, right, here's a tip. Whenever you do a voicemail, studies and analytics shows there's only 1% out of 100 that ever gives you a call back. You barely want to leave an voicemail. Every time to do an effective voicemail, you always want to redirect them to something. Okay, it's always a redirection somewhere, and it sounds something like this. Hey, Fat Tony, this is Jackson with Cigar Touch here, and you know what? I'm not sure if you're in the process of looking for an inventory control software for your cigars or not, but in case you are, look out for an email I'm sending right now. Bam. Can you see the difference between, hey, this is Jackson with Cigar Touch. Can you give me a call back at 714-333-3333? Thanks. Laters. Like, no, man, they don't want to fucking call you back. They don't know you. They don't want to get to know you. That's just the reality. But you spark curiosity and you show them that you did your research, and if it's a pain point, then we'll go ahead and give them that trigger. And again, it'll sound something like this. Hey, Fat Tony, this is Jackson with Cigar Touch here. And you know what? I'm not sure if you're in the process right now when it comes to inventory control for your cigars. But in case you are, we actually have a solution that offers that. And I'll be sending you an email about it shortly. Let me know. Thanks. Redirection. Right? So that's exactly what a cadence is. A sequence is. It's a series of attempts to try and reach out. So let's talk about that. So we have Fat Tony, right? We can go ahead and try hit him with a phone call. That doesn't work. We can try and send him a video. I love Vidyard. You guys should do videos, by the way. Oh, that's another series. That's another one. Next one too. I gotta show you how to do video in terms of personalization and stuff. We try voicemail, and then we try LinkedIn, try Twitter. And we also do direct mail too. So direct mail, you guys, direct mail is very, very, very powerful too as well, along with handwritten notes. So, okay, remember this: to be successful, what you want to do is you want to break through the noise, and the way you do that is doing what others aren't willing to do. And that sometimes is a challenge because, especially in this application gold rush right now, there's a lot of people out there just doing the same shit for about everyone's doing, sending videos and emails and shit like that, and personalization. You can only do so much, whatever. But that's what we're trying to do, reaching out to Fat Tony. And once you do, you go ahead and give him a specific pitch. And you know what? I'll give you that pitch right now. So let's say we're in SDR, right? Like we catch him on the phone, give him a cold call, boom, he picks up. Fat Tony. Hey, Fat Tony, this is Jackson with Cigar Touch here. May I have 27 seconds of your time just to explain the reason for my call? Great. So the reason for my call is I'm with a company called Cigars Touch. We provide a solution that does inventory and counts cigars, and keep it as at par. Whenever you ring in, ring out, the cigar will always count automatically. Typically, when I work with other cigar owners, here's a few things they're saying. They're really tired of manual processing when it comes to Excel. They want a true and real solution that provides real-time inventory. And really, they want to go ahead and free up more time with their workers. So instead of doing that manual processing where they have to go back and counting in the Excel, it's all automated. Fat Tony, is this even relevant to you, or perhaps even worth having a brief conversation about? Oh, wow, really? Manual processing? I can imagine how hard that is. Tell me more. So how many cigars do you have? How much cigars do you guys count loose for? How about bugs? Right. I'm a cigar guy too. I mean, cigars go bad from time to time. Fat Tony, how are you taking care of that? How much money are you losing in the back end? How are you looking to solve that? Oh man, you know what? And you kick it off with the AE, right? Hey, Fat Tony, this is exactly what I'm calling you. What I'd like to do next is set you up on a call with an industry expert of mine. He's been in the game for about 5 years. He'll be able to answer you all your questions and show you exactly how our software help other cigar owners just like you. How's Wednesday at 4? Whatever it is. And there it is. You see that? I just put out the sky. But I'm tenured and experienced, so yeah. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much what it is. Cadence sequence is a series of attempts to try to reach out for your prospects. Once you get them on the phone, boom, it stops. I'm your host, Jackson Liu. Thanks again. It's SDR-TV, and until next time.